Good evening. Welcome back to Me Being Cheap. Today we are downstairs in my basement and I am getting ready to organize my pantry. What I'd really like to have, but they cost money, are those rolling shelves for first in, first out. You know, you put the can in and it rolls down, and so the oldest is on the bottom and that's what you would use first, and then you stock from the top. So I'm going to put those on my wish list and I'm going to reward myself with those at a later date. But for now, we're just going to use what I have on hand, which happens to be the cardboard flats that the canned goods came in. So let me give you... Okay, so we actually have two rooms that I use for pantry storage. This first room that we'll go in is actually a tornado room. You can see it has a concrete ceiling. I don't know if that's actually showing up or not on the video, but this is a fully concrete room. Tornadoes are kind of a thing, you know, you have to be prepared for them out here in the Midwest. This is a very sturdy shelf, and this is what I put my jarred goods on. But as you can see, there's some other things that have made its way on there, and it's a little bit disorganized. So I'd like to get that in better shape. I'm also going to be getting rid of some trash, maybe some things that have spoiled or way past its due date. And I've also got a donate area set up for any food that I know is still good. I intend on labeling the canned goods, probably with my purchase date. Now, purchase does not necessarily mean manufacture date. If I could... I actually have the floor lined in glue traps. So anybody that ever goes in this room has to be careful. I don't like creepy crawly things, spiders, crickets, bugs, snakes, mice, shrews, you name it. We have had it down here in this basement. And I think where they join the two houses, there's still about 2 feet of dirt, and I just really don't think they got something covered up properly, so we get a lot of things that are not desirable in your house. And so my solution is to just line this room completely in glue traps, and that way it contains it to just this room. Buy my glue traps in bulk. Here on these metal shelves, these shelves are somewhat flimsy. They don't hold a lot of weight, so I'm going to have to kind of organize things to where there's not a whole lot of weight on one shelf. This is one of my deep freezers. Back here towards the back we have another very large shelf. It's actually pretty deep, and I have things like coolers stored on them, but I also have canned goods. And that whole bottom shelf used to be laundry detergent, but I'm about out of that, so I'll probably repurpose that space for something else. Good evening, welcome back. Okay, so I have organized both storage areas, and this did not cost me anything. No special organizational bins, although I would really love those ones that rotate out the canned goods. But I did not spend any money. This was just purely spending some time doing some organization. So I put my canning jars on this shelf, and I don't know if you could see back in here. I don't know if it's picking it up on the camera, but there's a lot of room left in there. But I do have a lot of the empty jars back there. All right, and then coming into this other room, I've organized in here, and we have some paper goods, some canned goods that don't weigh too much. I've got my sugar that I bought in bulk and wrapped up, and then we have all the canned goods nice and tidy, plus some of the heavier cleaners and soaps. So a lot of this down here on the bottom shelf is what is left from couponing, and believe it or not, you know, I've got what, 4 things of laundry soap left, and at the time I probably had over 60. So you really do use this stuff up. You know, I thought I'd have it around for a long time. But anyway, this is it. I've just spent, you know, a couple hours kind of organizing, cleaning, getting rid of stuff, and it looks a lot better in here, and I'll know what I need to pick up and what I don't need to pick up. And all right, Best of luck with your closet. If you've got some suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. Take care and have a great evening.